So a few of you asked me in my last video to come and talk about marketing, and there's a lot of buzz around this subject. TikTok brands, startups, and others talking about how to beat the algorithm or top 10 ways to grow overnight. I'm not here to give you that pipe dream. Those are all gimmicks, and I don't want to waste your time with that. So if that's what you expect, this is not that. But what this is an instructional video on how to connect with an audience, grow your brand, and make more sales in a way that's scalable and manageable. So if you're up for the challenge and this sounds like you, let's get into it. We're going to do this one in 4 parts. Marketing 101, social media marketing, email marketing, influencer marketing. Part 1, marketing 101. Marketing is the art of connecting people who have a need or desire, showing them how your product or service can fulfill that need or desire, and convincing them to choose yours over everyone else's. It involves understanding your audience, creating compelling messages, and delivering them value that builds awareness, interest, and loyalty. Before pursuing your marketing goals, ask yourself 3 questions. Are you selling a product or a service? What makes that service or product a need or desire, and who has this need or desire most prevalently? Once you answer those questions, you can figure out the best way to communicate this to that audience. Because in our day and age, what marketing essentially is doing is creating a preference. Unless your product is what people call a market gap, where you basically have found a gap in the market that you're going to fulfill that isn't being addressed by anyone. For example, Netflix, Uber, and Amazon. If you don't have a business like this, then you're essentially selling a lifestyle. So keep that in mind while you're developing this content. Part 2, social media marketing. So today, social media marketing is by far your #1 contributor to a successful business or increased sales, and what allows for engagement with the audience that you're serving. Instagram and TikTok make up the bulk of this, with millions of active users. They want people to be active with the people that they follow, so they want people who are giving value and showing connection with the community that they're building on their platforms. The majority of the people that you show your content to on TikTok and Instagram don't want to be sold anything. You don't want to be transactional when you're trying to grow and build awareness. People want to feel like they're a part of something, not like they're on the receiving end of a sales advertisement. So the bulk of your content strategy is going to be around building a dynamic, interactive relationship with your audience. So in this section, I'm not going to talk about paid advertising, as I expect your budget or time is pretty low. Paid marketing can lead to a loss of revenue very fast if you don't have a good base or a very good understanding of how it works. And this is another complicated subject. So if you do want me to talk about this in a specific video, make sure you drop a comment below saying paid marketing campaigns. So for the organic marketing strategy, you want to first focus on relatability. Because remember, you're selling a lifestyle, so you want this to be relatable. This content should tap into the human experience and be emotional in some way. It can be heartwarming, it could be inspiring or humorous. It doesn't matter, as long as there's some kind of emotional response. This will help people remember your brand. Make sure that it showcases the lifestyle you're trying to portray to them, and let your audience feel seen, heard, or understood through the content you're making. Secondly, you want to focus on shareability. A key thing that algorithms look at now is playtime and how many times something is watched. So to help with this, you want to craft either a very short, to-the-point video that is attention grabbing with catchy phrases or memes, comedy, and it's something that people want to pass along. If you focus on that relatability, this should be pretty easy. And with that, make sure you do 2 things above all else. Capture their attention within the first 3 seconds of a video, and have a point in the video that has a high chance to be replayed. This can be showing something very interesting visually in the background for a short second or couple frames, or having a blooper somewhere in the middle of the video. Be creative with it, but make sure it has a high chance to be replayed and capture their attention first 3 seconds. Now, if you lean towards longer videos, maybe this is just something you want to work on instead of the short ones, you got to really connect with your viewer because you want them to stick from the beginning to the end. You can either do this by showing some vulnerability, sharing a story, or some behind the scenes action. Or you can offer some incredible piece of value to them that they'll only get if they stick around. But the thing is, you got to make sure that you uphold that promise, because if they stick around to the end and you don't offer up that value, they're not going to trust you. And yeah, sure, they could like the video or they can watch it or the views can go up. But the thing is, here, we're trying to make sales. And someone who doesn't trust you, no matter how viral your video can be, they're not going to buy anything from you. So now that we have a good understanding of what makes a good video, let's talk about a way to track the data or track how well your videos are doing and some different types of content you can do. And to help with this, I want to introduce something called a funnel system. I know, guys, there's a lot of information. I told you guys a marketing video would be intense, but I want to make sure you have everything you need to do your best and to grow your brands. I don't want to tell you to just use hashtags and trendy sounds because that's bullshit. So when you're reviewing your content and tracking your results, you're going to use this funnel system. This top section of the funnel is where you're going to see how many people are actually viewing the content that you're making. In this section, you just want to get as much attention as possible. You want to fill the funnel up with as many eyes as possible because the whole point here is to drive awareness. So like we mentioned above, make sure things are relatable and shareable, and focus on consistency and quantity. You want to be making as many videos as possible. And the way you're going to track how well your videos are doing is you're going to compare reach with engagement. Reach is how many people see a piece of content that you make versus engagement, which is out of all the people that actually seen the video, how many people actually engaged it. And engagement could be a like, a comment, a share, a save, or even just clicking your website. Any action that was performed through your content. So that top part of the funnel is going to be people who've seen the content, and then anyone who engaged with it will now move to the middle part of the funnel. And remember, you're not being transactional at this point. You're simply driving relatability and shareability. That's it. You're trying to build connections, so be authentic and show variety. The point here is to cast a wide net, so you have a high chance of people actually seeing the video. For this part of the funnel or this part of the marketing plan, you want to use short form video the most. And this is Instagram Reels or TikTok videos. Imitate your competitors frequently. When you start to see the trends build, you'll start to get ideas of your own. You'll start to get comments you can engage with and make new videos off of. And you can begin to expand and generate more unique ideas. But imitation at this point is going to be one of your best options. Make sure that you're making at least 3 videos a week at the very minimum. And so at this point, we're comparing engagement with leads. And leads are people who engage with the content, but also took it a step further by either following your Instagram or TikTok or signing up for emails on your website. These people have shown an interest in the community that you're building and they want to be a part of your growth. So at this point, you want to make sure the content you're delivering to this group of people is a little bit more in depth. Share behind the scenes, tell stories. Feel free to be a little bit more informative with the things you're showcasing here. A good way to do this is by sharing stories on Instagram or TikTok, building albums, pinning content to your profile. Make sure you have your best content pinned to the top of your feed, as well as make sure that you build story highlights at the top of your feed on Instagram. Lastly, a great way to turn engagement into a lead is by having well-performing, high-quality videos on your website. Respond to comments frequently. At the bottom of your funnel is your leads. Everyone down here has followed you on Instagram or TikTok, and they've shown that they want to be a part of the community you're building. They're basically primed and ready to purchase. Be a salesman for your brand, represent your passions and dreams, and showcase why you think they should buy and support you. Now you can give them promotional offers or exclusive discounts, answer their questions, ask for feedback often. When you look back at this funnel, you're going to see that each section has a percentage associated with it. And that's what's going to help you track your efforts and see how well things are performing. This is what a breakdown of your funnel is going to look like. And it will help you gauge your future efforts because now you know what kind of content yields results. I can look back on all the videos I made and all the videos I posted, see which ones performed the best, and then next drop, replicate those videos so that I can drive up my top of funnel percentage. We all want a piece of content to go viral and deliver 100,000 plus views and 1,000 likes. But remember that a viral video doesn't always equate to sales. A video can have 500,000 likes and only get 15 sales, while a video with 5,000 likes can get 50. It's up to you to set the stage for what you want your brand to be known for. Follow the metrics and put your efforts where you're seeing results. Section 3, email marketing. Email marketing always gets underestimated in its impact because it's such an old form of media, but it's actually a beast when it comes to converting customers and driving up sales. The thing is, an email or a text message is actually more personal than an Instagram post. It's a direct line from you and your brand to a community member or a customer. Strategically crafting narratives and information to share with this community, which may be newsletters or exclusive offers, personalized content that you keep at the forefront of your brand supporters' minds that will help deepen the relationship over time. It will become a lifeline for customer retention and allow for repeat buyers, which is great because it actually costs a significant amount less of time and or money to get someone who's purchased from you before to purchase again than to get someone who's never purchased from you to purchase for their first time. Your email and text messaging marketing strategy will also have its own funnel. And this is really amplified through the power of segmentation and personalization, which is basically tailoring your emails and your content based on users' experiences, behaviors, preferences, or demographics. This can make your emails more relevant to them and their history with your brand. You can get into this a lot more once you start to build a larger subscriber list with your emails. But for now, you just want to focus on 3 emails to start. And these emails will be automated, which means there will be flow emails and they will automatically send once you make them and set up the parameters by which they're sending. I use Klaviyo for my emails. It's an awesome platform. It is free for a certain amount of emails, so you don't have to pay anything to set them up. And they will have flow or automated email templates already set up for you that you can easily activate and get going pretty quick. If you need help with this at all, let me know in the comments and I'll make a quick tutorial. The first email you want to set up is your welcome email. Obviously, this one's going to be triggered anytime someone signs up to get emails from you. It's a great way to introduce your brand and build community right off the top. So make sure to give them some valuable information, make them feel welcomed, say hello. You can even offer a 10% off discount code or something to help push them to actually make a purchase after signing up. The goal is to just make a positive first impression. Email number 2, a thank you email. After a purchase, these emails will send, and it's a chance for you to give an additional offer if you would like to have a repeat buyer or ask for a review of the product that they get, and you can share their delivery or tracking information in the same email. These emails will build trust with your consumer and help promote repeat purchases. Email number 3, cart abandonment emails. This is sent to a person who's shown interest in a product and actually put it in their cart, but never purchased it. Sometimes people just forget or they don't have their cart at that moment, or maybe they're busy. So this email is automated to send out once a certain amount of time has passed since they added it to the cart and they never purchased. It's an opportunity to re-engage them, figure out why they never purchased, or just encourage them to actually purchase by reminding them that the product is still in their cart. Sometimes things like seeing shipping cost or the shipping costs with taxes will scare people from actually making that final purchase. So maybe you can offer something like free shipping and see if that helps encourage them to actually make the purchase. But make sure you don't offer that right off the bat. Like I said, they might just be forgetting their card or something, or forgot they had it in their cart. You can help people with incentives and offers and promotions, but make sure that all these promotions don't come out a loss for you. Once you start to get more email subscribers in your list, you can start to deliver different kinds of automated emails and set up campaigns like upcoming sales, new products, events, VIP notifications. For now, just focus on setting up these automated emails, just these 3. Lastly, part 4, influencer marketing. Influencer marketing, when done right, can really amplify your brand's exposure. However, for brand owners who want to pursue this avenue, I would make sure you have a solid product foundation first, meaning have stock already available. I would not go this route if you're doing pre-orders, because then you can only rely on your samples, and sampling can get really expensive, and you don't want to come out of cost for influencer deals too early on. If you do have stock and you want to pursue that, the key here is to allocate your budget wisely. Rather than splurging on hefty influencer fees, focus on your products. You can either offer gifting options with your products or exclusive deals to influencers you engage with, but just make sure that the influencers you work with genuinely align with your brand. Before starting any collaboration, research the influencer's content, engagement rate, and authenticity of their audience. Make sure they don't have fake followers, which a lot of influencers unfortunately do. It's not just about the numbers here. It's about the quality of your connection. So make sure you do your due diligence and verify your influencers and their content and followers before you start working with them, and allow them to experience and appreciate your brand or your vision. This will reflect in the content they make for you. So that's it for this marketing video. I want you to make sure that you ask any questions that you have in the comments below. If you want to see another video on paid marketing or a detailed video on email campaigns and how to set up flows and automation, make sure to let me know below as well. As you're on this journey of building your clothing brand or your personal brand, remember that success lies not just in the products that you make, but the stories that you tell, the connections that you forge, and the authenticity that you bring to the marketing endeavors you're putting out there. Whether through social media, email, or influencers, every interaction with your brand plays a crucial role in shaping its narrative. Make sure to subscribe if you found this video helpful in any way. We're super close to 1,000 subscribers, and once we hit 1,000, I'll be doing a live stream here on YouTube where you can engage with me directly and let me know of any other questions that you may have. Feel free to check out the brand, Mednokta Studios, in the links below in the description. And follow me on Instagram to see more of my design. Thank you for watching, and catch you in the next one.